Happy Monday! I'm gonna be a painful male feminist ally guy on the internet today and say a couple things about Serena Williams losing the US Open against Naomi Osaka, because I read a couple articles on tennis and now I'm a tennis expert.
I don't cheat. I didn't get coaching. How can you say that? You owe me an apology. I have a daughter and I stand what's right for her. Never do that.
So Serena got penalized here for a practice called coaching, which is when your coach is in the stands guiding you to get closer to the net and other tennis stuff, which for some reason is apparently illegal during Grand Slams, so the famous umpire Carlos Ramos docked Serena a point, and then when Serena reacted by slamming her racket later on and calling him a thief, he docked her 2 more points, costing her the game. Now, was Serena coached? Her coach says she didn't see it, even though he was trying to signal her, but apparently everyone does this, which makes this a case of selective enforcement, even though the umpire's call was accurate. But the 2 additional calls made the umpire's bias much more apparent. By the way, I, unlike Ninja, play video games with women all the time on my Twitch, which is a sidebar, but definitely makes me a hero and also brave. But back to the story.
I thought he took a game from me, but I've seen other men call other umpires several things.
Serena's right. While Carlos Ramos seems like the classic hard-ass ref, there have been plenty of identical high-profile incidents where he wasn't nearly as hard on the players involved. Here's Djokovic at the French Open, for example, in an argument with the same umpire, no points docked. Here's Djokovic again with Ramos at the Wimbledon finals this year, yells at him, no points docked. Here's Nick Kyrgios at the French Open, getting a warning by Ramos for yelling at a ball boy and then screaming at Ramos, just a warning, no penalty. Here's Andy Murray getting only 1 code violation for calling Ramos stupid. Here's Nadal getting a warning for threatening him. God, tennis has so many weird rules, but if there's one thing that's consistent, it's that people get really mad at Carlos Ramos. But there is another inconsistency here. While all the penalties Ramos imposed on Serena were technically legitimate, the question is whether these rules are similarly enforced against other players. As a black female athlete, Serena has historically been subjected to different treatment, from being booed and hearing the N-word screamed at her to facing excessive scrutiny for her outfit choices, which is part of the reason why she was featured on the now infamous Nike commercial to begin with. Only a couple weeks ago, her full body catsuit was banned from the French Open. But in 1985, a full body catsuit received praise when Ann White wore one during Wimbledon. I can't get over how ridiculous these rules are in tennis. Also, I mean, just look at this cartoon depicting Serena as a minstrel cartoon. Anyway, my point is, this kind of double standard exists in all aspects of life, from the workplace to policing and even professional sports. Lax enforcement in certain instances, but not in others, is usually a sign of implicit bias. The rules aren't fair if they're not applied evenly. The bias of overcorrecting Serena while being lenient on others is similar to the bias, for example, cops exhibit when arresting black people. That's why in both instances you hear calls for order rather than calls for justice from those who unwittingly benefit from upholding the status quo. For Serena and many other women, this double standard also exists off the courts. When men are emotional, they're passionate heroes. When women are emotional, they're hysterical. Ultimately, what I feel bad about the most here is the fact that 20-year-old Naomi Osaka's victory against her childhood idol is now forever tainted by conversations about Carlos Ramos. I'm Hasan Piker. If this double standard offends you, please share this video with your friends, and also please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. For a longer conversation, please join my Twitch. I'm live every day from 7 p.m. Pacific to 10 p.m. Pacific. And if you want to fund independent media, please go to tyt.com/join to join our membership. And this has been The Breakdown. Want to see more videos like this? Well then, subscribe to the TYT channel below. Also, don't forget to become a TYT member. You can get access for as little as $4.99 a month. Also, download the TYT Plus app on your phone or head over to tyt.com/join today.